Hello everybody, this is Goofsome Fox coming at you with a 350 cost rated match here in Anavel Gato's Rickdom. We're going to be on Ravine for this match here, and the Gato's Rickdom is the second suit that released as part of this week's banners, and it released as part of a guaranteed special boosted supply drop, very similar to suits like the Desert Zaku, the Naked Narrative, and Johnny's Gelgook. That style of banner, which is always really nice because the level 1 is always guaranteed on the first pool, and that does also mean that the Gato's Rickdom does have a level 1 through 4. For this video here, I'm mainly going to be focusing on the level 1 version, maybe just reference the higher cost in terms of some of the skills, because I believe level 2 and beyond do get some unique skills that the level 1 does not have, but yeah, really focusing on the 350 level 1 version for this video here. And right off the bat, I love this suit. I absolutely love the Gato's Rickdom. This suit is pretty much everything I've been asking for a Rickdom for a long time now, because I really love the base Rickdom, the original space-only one, which is something very interesting about this one. This one is usable on both ground and space, but for the regular Rickdom, which is space-only, I really do love that suit. It's still one of my go-to generals for 300, and back when they did the UC Engage situation battle, like for the collaboration events, they did make it to where the base Rickdom could use the same beam bazooka as the Pezun Dwadge, and I really wanted to see that get added to the Rickdom. Unfortunately, that never came to be, so now that we have the Gato's Rickdom, pretty much this is like the substitute to that desire I have had for a very long time now. And, granted it is a, totally different suit. It's not the base Rickdom. I still like that they at least added a Rickdom that can use a beam bazooka, and the suit also gets its own unique beam bazooka as well. The beam bazooka works pretty much like that found on the Dwadge custom, where if you do a regular shot, it will stun, and if you do a charge shot, it will heavy stagger. Though I do think the unique thing with this version of the beam bazooka is that, unlike the Dwadge custom, this one actually has a really good blast radius, so you can just aim at somebody's feet and potentially get the heavy stagger, aim at a wall or something. So necessarily you don't have to be as direct when hitting a target, but again, still really good that you do have the heavy stagger. For some of the other weapons, I don't think I mentioned, this suit is actually a general as well. I don't think I mentioned that, but yeah, Gato's Rickdom is a general. But on top of that, you do get a heat saber, and this suit has some really nice melee damage, so really nice there. You do have the spread beam from the other Dom variants. You have a rapid-fire version of the beam bazooka, which is able to get an accumulation stun in 3 shots, and then you have the Rickdom AG hand grenade, which operates like the hand grenades found on the Dwadge and the Desert Zaku. So you toss them in the air, and they'll fire more like rockets than grenades. They'll fly off and try to hit whatever you are aiming at. So really nice loadout here, and it gets even better when we get to the skills. On top of a lot of the typical general skills like a dodge roll and a melee combo controller, both at level 1, you also get the thruster-based fire cooling system, which I read the description how it was on my testing video, but the description I think is wrong in this game for what this skill actually does. The way I interpret it is that whatever weapon you are holding when it is overheated or reloading, if you are boosting, it will reload or cool down faster. So really good for this suit. It is a bit more noticeable with the beam bazooka, I think, but yeah, really good weapon, not weapon, but a really good skill to have with the weapons this suit has, especially since a charge with the beam bazooka will overheat it. And on top of that, you also get counter boosts. So when you do a counter on an enemy, you will get increased attack, defense, and mobility. And on top of that, your charging weapons will take they'll have a shorter time to charge. So really in this instance that only applies to the primary beam bazooka, but the damage increase you get is really quite noticeable when that skill activates when you get the counter. So Yeah, that is a really nice skill, especially for 350. I think it's a really nice skill for the Gato's Rickdom to have. And aside from that, I should mention at level 2 and above, this suit does get damage control and composite high mobility combat system. So those are the skills that the higher cost version of this suit gets exclusive to it. The level 1 does not have those. But looking at the level 1 kit and skills, again, I think this is a really nice set for the Gato's Rickdom. The only thing I've kind of heard with this suit that I think some people think is missing with it is that it does not have maneuver armor of any kind, which, I mean, would be good because it is a Dom variant, so you are more on the bulky side, but honestly, I think with everything they gave the Gato's Rickdom here, I really don't see a reason for this suit to necessarily need maneuver armor, especially since you also have the skill as well, where if you're doing a melee attack, you won't get staggered by range attacks, so that does kind of help if you are going in for your melee, but again, with everything they gave this suit, I just really don't see the need for maneuver armor like that. Like, again, on top of the base general skills you get a heavy staggering bazooka, you get a heat saber with some really nice melee damage, you get the Dom spread beam, which is kind of an iffy weapon because sometimes it stuns, sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it hits a shield, and sometimes it doesn't, so the chest beam is a bit on the iffy side sometimes, but at least from playing like the matches I've had, it has worked relatively well. But you do get the alt rapid fire beam bazooka, and then you get the hand grenades that are, again, the same hand grenades that are found on the Dwadge and the Desert Zaku. So overall, I think the Gato's Rickdom is a really, really nice general. I definitely think the level 1 is at least worth picking up because it is part of that guaranteed pool, so you will get the level 1 regardless, and since it is the level 1, you don't have to worry about getting the other weapons from the recycle ticket shop. Again, really just kind of focusing this on the native cost version. I don't know how well this suit would perform at its higher levels, but I can confidently say with level 1, yeah, this suit's a really good general. It's a really good general. It's also just a nice alternative from a lot of the typical 350 suits, so yeah, I absolutely love this thing. Maybe this is a bit of bias, because again, I've just really been wanting a Rickdom with the beam bazooka, but I think the Gato's Rickdom is like really nice. It's a really nice general, you get some really nice skills for the cost, and a really nice weapon kit, so yeah. At least, you know, I'm very happy with the way the Gato's Rickdom turned out. I really can't think of anything else that I would want to change about this. As I said, I really don't think this suit needs maneuver armor like that. I think it's doing quite fine with what it has. So, yeah, mission complete. We'll take a look at the win stats here before I, wrap things up for this video. And yeah, top an individual. Going to be sending a praise to the Hygog and the Makuve's Goof. And yeah, first place overall with 11 kills and 2 loss. Second place in damage, and again, first in individual. I think I also got first in pursuit as well. So yeah, really good match there with the Gato's Rickdom. And again, just kind of wrapping things up. Yeah, I think the suit again is really good. It's a really good general, and I think for something that is a guaranteed pool on the first spin, I do think it's worth getting. Like, even if you just get, like, the level 1, I think it's worth getting. Again, I can't really speak for the higher cost versions of this suit. I have not seen those yet, or anybody really talk about the higher cost versions, but, yeah, for 350, again, I keep saying again, I keep kind of repeating myself, really nice general. I still want to try it in space, because it does have space compatibility, so I think in space the suit will also be really nice, but on ground, really nice suit. So yeah, that's really everything I have to say about the Gato's Rickdom, just kind of gushing about it because my dream has finally become a reality in some form. So yeah, that's really everything I have for this video here. Comment down below what you think about the Anavel Gato Rickdom. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and with that, I will see you all in the next one. Later.